You know, someone came to me, talked to me in Shul, in Sydney, and came to talk to me about issues having at home, and wife was struggling, whatever the case is. I'm not going to go into the details, but so I said to him, I think you should stop coming to the Shul in the morning for a while. It's like, no, at least most of the time. He looked at me and I fell off the room. Like, I'm the guy who gets up in Shul all the time saying, Tula B'tzibur, you have double dominion. Yid, what do you mean, double got a minion? I can be such a thing. The Shul Nark says that you have to march up. Okay, sometimes that's the general rule. The default is you have double dominion. Sometimes a person's in a matzah where perhaps they wants to not double dominion, at least temporarily, right? You know, the Maisa was a position of Melech, a nice Maisa. Yeah, the famous Maisa position of Melech to two brothers. It's great tzaddikim. He used to go around collecting money for Pidyon Shulim. So one time they got caught by the authorities and the Russians. They threw him into a cell, a prison cell. They threw him into the cell full of Cossacks as murderers, thieves, whatever. Anyway, so the Melech turns around and he sees his brother. The position is very sad. What he said? He says, very, very sad. He says, oh, Simcha. He says, very sad because don't you see what's happening here? What was happening? In the middle of the room, there was a bucket, to people to tend to their needs. And he says, Lapidim, not a lot of daven. Can't daven. What's with you? He said, obviously now the Eibush doesn't want you to daven, so then you have to do simply. So the Eibush does not daven. Just says, Taka, you're right. Oh, they started to dance. All the Cossacks saw that they're dancing. They didn't exactly what they're dancing, but looks like good parties. They started to dance also. So everyone was dancing all the whole cell. Bit of mold, the door burst open. And the officer was told to start open. So he turns to one of the Cossacks, what's going on here? He says, I don't know exactly. Something with these two guys, something with the bucket. And he says, bucket? Okay, I'll take away the bucket. He takes away the bucket. Now you're going to have to knock on the door, you have to try. Zush looks his Melech, the bucket's like, so we get down. Gewaldig, so start to dance again. You know, isn't it good? It is. A Yid, and leaving the Beis Shamash is Kohen. He always has to ask themselves the question, what does the Eibush want from me now? And that might be to look at Shulchan Aruch, to ask a Mashpia, whatever it is, to ask a Rav. We have to learn ourselves, we have to figure, what does the Eibush want? Sometimes it's a bit off the normal derech, right? Because right now there's a matzah with the Eibush want. It's like the Pekuach Nefesh. The Eibush wants us to keep Shabbos, that's a given, right? Sometimes the Eibush wants us to break Shabbos, right? For whatever reason, but if the Eibush wants, not if we want, the Eibush wants. Islam says it. Just getting back to the thing I have to say, we'll finish with this maybe, it's getting late, we have to work tomorrow, So, again, this is about the Kurtz we have, just we'll sign with this maybe. There's a famous story about Rabbi Krinsky, it's a Lag Baomer story. But there's one Lag Baomer that the Rebbe called Krinsky tells me he wants to have a coin minted for Lag Baomer to give out to the kids, right? Those who read the Hair magazine, it was printed in Hair a few months ago. By the way, it's a good magazine, you should read it, it's nice, it's a lot of English stuff in there. I have no commission on it, I just thought that's a good idea. So he looked into it, and those days, it was like a week before I remember something. In those days, you have to understand that it wasn't like today, not computerized, everything is like very easy to come into coin in 5 minutes. Those days, it was mamash, a whole avodah, one person had to do the design, looked into it, I looked at call to people, no one would do it for them. He would say to the Rebbe that everyone says it's not shaykh. So the Rebbe answered like, Ashmasi, it's my fault, the Rebbe says, because I should have thought of it earlier. Should have thought of it. Krinsky heard that, he was like very, can't be this thing, right? He said, he's going to make it happen. He's going to make it happen. Well, he found the guy in Connecticut, and tonight it was for Sunday, right? So he needed like 10,000 coins or something. But also he told the guy, you can't do anything on Shabbos. It's got to be done by Friday afternoon. And then it can come here and what's the Shabbos? But Shabbos can't be done anything, so he lost a day already, right? Anyway, kids, they found the Connecticut and another thing, and handsome. I said, it happened, the coins were here Sunday morning. Never gave them out. That famously never gave out the coins. Some people have them, right? And then we gave Krinsky an amazing, I forgot my Lashon, it was a amazing bracha. He said it was worth the whole thing just to get that bracha. So what's the pshat? Well, that's not the first time I ever did that. I didn't like that. What's the pshat? Was it possible or wasn't it possible? Right? Looked like at the beginning of the week that legitimately it wasn't possible. And the mitamol became possible. The word is like this. The word is, it's like the Gemara says when the Moshe Rabbeinu said to the Yidden, what was the Eibush one from you already? Just to fear Hashem, right? Yiras Shamayim. The Gemara says, well, Yiras Shamayim is easy. It's not an easy thing. So the Gemara says, yeah, for Moshe Rabbeinu it's easy. We're not talking, he wasn't talking to himself, he talked to us. Right? So Chassidus says, because we all have a Moshe Rabbeinu in us, we have to just connect it, right? You know, the one step, I don't know what the issue was. Once a guy went by dollars by the Rebbe, he said, I'll be Teva, it's like, not Shaykh, this should happen, or whatever. So the Rebbe looked at him and says, what's the Yid Shaykh to Teva? What's the connection to the Yid and Teva? So Teva says, it could happen. Know this. Sometimes we don't understand the quirks we have. Sometimes it sounds like we have an obstacle standing in front of us, and it's true. It's not a made-up obstacle. It's a true thing. Al pi teva, the obstacle is correct. Al pi teva, I don't have time to learn them. Al pi teva, I don't have time to do a favor another year. I don't have time to face, I don't know, to have a shir gemara and a shir chassidus. I don't have time. And it could be true. It could be true in one reality. And for Rabbi Krinsky, in that story, in the reality of teva, it was not possible. As soon as you enter the Rebbe's reality, the Eibush's reality, the Elokus reality, suddenly it changes, right? You just said the Marash, right? The Marash was the Rebbe explains in the Sirach Lachatchila River. Why does it have to be Lachatchila River? The Marash said, negotiate. Some people say you negotiate the obstacle, and if you can't, you jump over. That's because you work that. I say this Lachatchila River. What does that mean? In other words, if you're negotiating, it means you're in that world. You're in the world with the obstacle is an obstacle. You have to put yourself higher. If you connect to the Moshe Rabbeinu, then Yiras Shamayim becomes easier. I mean, that's a avoid in itself to connect to the Moshe Rabbeinu. I'm saying that's a pshat, right? So we have to understand, if we go on that wagon, a different wagon, a whole different reality, possibilities are endless. So we think to ourselves, but I can't. You're right, you can't. In your reality, you can't. Take one thing. You just saw this Rambam, for example. I said, I can't, I don't have time. Rambam, okay. On your wagon, you can't, but in a different reality, you could. Or whatever the issue is. Right? It's like Baomer, there's tremendous kaiches, tremendous seirus. People, of course, go to the oil. I mean, at least Erev like Baomer itself, after like Baomer, around like Baomer. Uizbet nal gut zachen, begashmis, beruchnis, and believe in the kaiches. Yes, we have a nefesh abamish, we have to take care of that sometimes. But we have to megal the nefesh of the kiss, and we have tremendous kaiches. Each one according to their own union. Again, we're not talking about doing things you can't do, but things you could do, but not in your world, in the world which is a bit higher than this. Chaim. Wish Hatzlacha to the Rav, wish you Mitzlech Lebeis HaChedem, Al Yonim, L'chayil, L'chayil.
How do you go?
Huh?
How do you go?
You're from Australia, right?
So how do you never?
So I'll tell you like this. When I was in Melbourne, I was a Shaliach in Melbourne. So, Rabbi Michoel, right?
I was never in YG.
You know YG?
No.
Okay. But in YG, King, when I was there at least, it was very like conventional. I mean, of course, I love the guy, but like Farbrengens in Melbourne, different from the rest of the world. Farbrengens only went at 12 o'clock at night. When I was in Yeshiva in Marstown, it was at 3, 4 in the morning, but Marstown.
It's late as well, by the way.
That's what I'm saying. It's good. It's good after work. So once Rabbi Blik was Farbrengen, Rabbi Blik was Farbrengen, and guys arrived like around 11:45 there, right? So 50 minutes to go, right? So, because that was the rule, it was 12 o'clock. So he told them, he told like this, he says, they remind him of a story they say about the Babish when there was a Farbrengen, the Bale Nigla, the guys who owned the they used to come like 12 o'clock, right? Because they were more Nigla, learn Nigla, but they knew like after a while the Farbrengens get exciting, you know, the guy takes Mashpia, he's like, so they come 12 o'clock for the fireworks. He says, you think it's Lubavitch? But it's over already, 12 o'clock it's over. Remind me that story, so.
They will find fireworks happen.
All over.